Yo. It's your boy Coach Shah here, and I got some tips and tricks for you today. Got a client. This particular client has been single now maybe for 6 months. And you know how it is. You first break up with somebody, you're used to being with that person or just having somebody around, especially when it comes to getting out, going on dates and doing things together. We get so wrapped around, I need somebody to be there with me to go do something, go out to eat, go to the movies, that we forget about ourselves. And one thing that I advise people is anybody that's single, or hell, you don't even have to be single. I advise people to go out and go on dates with themselves. You gotta remember, if you can't stand being by yourself, what makes you think that anybody else will want to be around you? So moving forward, last week I told her, I said, hey, you're doing better. Your energy level has picked up. You're starting to realize who in your life is actually for you and who is giving you just as much fuel as you're feeding others. The next step is to go out on a date with yourself. She said, okay. I said, why don't you go to the movies? I said, I don't even care what's out right now. I don't care what it is. Just go see something. Just the fact that you're going through the motions, that's going to bring about a lot of positivity in your life. She said, okay. Seen her today. What's going on? How was your weekend? She said it was challenging. I said, well, where was it challenging at? She said that she didn't go to the movies, as I suggested, because there's this guy that I guess she's been talking to. He likes her, and he contacted her, and through conversation, she was like, yeah, I intend on going to the movies, and he was like, well,
I'll go with you. Let's go on a date.
And she said she was turned off by it because in her mind, after our conversation, she had the intentions of going by herself, and she didn't want to go with him. So she was like, Anna, came up with some excuse, right, as to why she didn't want to go, and sat at home and was pissed at the fact that he asked her out and she just sat at home and didn't go. And she didn't go because she didn't want him to find out that she went and feel some type of way. I said, whoa. This is exactly what I was talking to you about. You worried about what somebody else, how somebody else feels based off of something that you wanted to do deep down inside. You wanted to go to the movies by yourself. You was excited about that. And because this man is intrigued by you and he wanted to take you out, you offended? First of all, don't be offended by anyone else's gestures. You need to know that this ain't what I want to do. And then if you tell them that, they're either going to respect it or reject it. Respect it or reject it. And that tells you how you need to deal with them moving forward. So if this is a respectable gentleman, he'll probably admire the fact that you want to go out by yourself and you don't, you want to have some me time. He'll respect that. If it's somebody that you probably not going to want to deal with, it's going to bring you a lot of turmoil, a lot of headache or grief or whatever, that'll be a sign, because he'll get upset, or maybe he'll miss a couple of your phone calls after the fact, or he'll be acting kind of airy, when you're talking to him moving forward. That's somebody you don't want to deal with in the first place. We need to learn how to read our signs. We need to learn how to read people. Everyone comes with a resume. They tell you exactly who they are. Us as people, sometimes we feel like we just got to show gratitude at the fact that somebody likes us. That's not true. That's not being self-fooled, because that means you're going out your way and you're doing certain things all for the sake of the way somebody else feels, and you forget about yourself. Next thing you know, you left in the dust. So they start to have selfish acts, right? Things take place, and we look back and we say, I remember when I didn't do this when I wanted to do it for the sake of you. That's a problem. Number one, there should never be no regrets. Number two, you should have policed that shit in the beginning. Know and understand yourself. The only way to know and understand yourself is to date yourself. The same way you know and get to understand other people, you got to put that same energy in you. You'll find that you take less bullshit. It doesn't come with the crap. You don't accept it easily like you did, years ago or months ago or last week, because you recognize and you know your feeling meter, the feeling. You start to, your pineal gland, your third eye starts to kick in, and you don't reject your intuition. You listen to yourself. We all come with a compass. When you using Waze or Google Maps or whatever, and let's say I want to drive all the way to California, right? I want to drive to San Diego, California. I don't, in my mind, I'm not a truck driver. I don't even know if truck drivers can do this. I would assume that maybe some of them can, but I can't drive from here to California without using Waze, okay? So when I type in the address that I want to go to, and I'm driving, it's going to take me days to get there, right? Am I going to sit there and question if Waze is taking me the right way? I mean, every step of the way, like, delay. And I'm like, should I turn right? No. So why do we do that with ourselves? We come equipped with a GPS. It's based off of your feeling, that feeling meter. So know, understand, and respect it, and you'll do great things. And you'll feel tons better. A lot of weight will be lifted, and you'll take less bullshit. Matter of fact, not less, you won't take bullshit, period. You won't play the radio like your boy Coach Sean. And whenever in doubt, just think, what would Coach Sean do? For life coaching tips, go to my website, www.coachseanfitness.com. Click on the products tab and click coaching. From coaching, you'll see either the choice between distance coaching and life coaching. So if you need counseling, life tips, advice, contact me. I'm your boy. That's it. That's all. Your one-stop shop. I'm your man, Coach Sean 8020 Fit. Peace, grease and monkey feet. I'm out.